Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. Artwork is by Katrina Sokolova. You can see it below the word tarot there if you're interested in how to spell Katrina Sokolova. Websites are watkinspublishing.com and torihartman.com. The other deck I'm going to use is Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman. This one is illustrated by Gretchen Raish Baskin though. Same websites. This one has the version of watkinspublishing.co.uk and the little black strip too as well. So if that serves you, feel free to check out what you need to check out. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same websites. Different artists, but same websites. All right, what do we have for... It's already like, is this good or bad? Oh, that's your card. The bottom cards, 3 of coins and the 9 of coins. The Lover's card is here. Is it? There's nervous energy with it too. Perseverance. All right, one more. Faith. Okay. Impatience. Somebody wants to see things more your way. What's going on with this? Are they trying to understand you? Do they think they can outthink you? Oh, I hope that's not the case. That's not going to go well. 6 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. There's something about this that does not work. This is your card. It's the Lover's card, right? It's in a spot where it's like, it's the challenger. It's what's not working. It's what's not lining up correctly. They think they understand where you're going. They don't. Like, I don't know. Even like 2 Geminis, while they can relate to each other, there can be, even with 2 Geminis, each of you could still see possibilities the other doesn't and not realize it. You know what I mean? Because there's so many ways to do things. It's like looking at a box of crayons, of 64 crayons, and you can only choose 3. Like if you and another Gemini are deciding which colors and trying to understand what the other person's going to do, there's so many different ways you could each go. You could see how many different ways they could go possibly, but you might not realize where they're going if they haven't told you the right information. This person thinks they know what you're going to do. I don't think they do. You are moving forward, and you're going to do what you need to get done. You seem to be making a quick decision. It's kind of like I'm on the end of the diving board, and I need to jump, so here I go. That's kind of how this feels. Like, they don't even realize you're getting ready to swim. You're at the end of the diving board, ready to get into something. Whatever they're doing, they're going to be doing it on their own. There's a lack of communication. There's definitely a lack of communication here. They're going to have to go their own way. Somebody wants you to be a part of something. They like you. See, that's another thing that's kind of throwing me off. They very much like you is what I'm getting. They actually like you and they like how you see things. They just think they know you better than they do, or they think they know what you're going to do and they don't. I just feel like, I don't think they're trying to be negative, but they think they know what you're going to do and they don't. I don't think it's negative, though. I don't think it's trying to be negative in any way. It's just ill-informed or something. I don't know. It's just not going to work out the way they think. And when it doesn't work out, I feel like what's not working here is you don't have the ability to change. It's like when you're midair jumping into the water, it's too late. Too late. Like, unless something was planned ahead of time and you're jumping with a bungee cord, it's kind of is what it is at this point. That's, I think, where you're going to figure out that they're going a different direction. Because I get the impassable with the 2 of Wands. Like, you might want to consider these other options, but the impasse is blocking it. Kind of like, no, by time you realize what's going on with them, it's too late, and you've already decided what you want, and you're going towards what you actually want. Are they going to reach their goal? I see them wanting to pull you in after, but it's like once you're in the water, you're in the water. I feel like I feel like if they want to wait for you to, get out of the water and change and all that other stuff, it's kind of like you're in the water and they're like, yeah, but let's go have dinner, and you're like, well, I'm wet now, so I have to go get out. I have to go dry off, get myself together, put myself together, and then like I don't think that's gonna work for me. And they don't seem to want to wait. They're like, I'm ready to leave now. And you're like, what do you expect me to do? Just get out of this soaking wet and just get right in the car? Like, I don't think that's going to work. I have to change at the very least and dry off. Impatience here with the Four of Cups. They don't seem to have the patience to wait for you, even if you're going to. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen. You're not going to change direction. I feel like this is part of this. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Don't look back. The Seven of Swords is saying, this is a positive relationship. I don't think that's going to change that. But it's kind of like, don't overconsider here. Because you're going to cheat yourself out of what you wanted. You jumped into the water for going towards what you want. Center on that. Center on your possibilities in that direction. This person could be a distraction in a way that it just kind of, it disrupts your joy. It's kind of like you made a decision. You decided to jump in the water. Enjoy the things you're doing in the water. Don't keep thinking about this other person and what they wanted to do for dinner and like, oh, I guess I could just stay in here for 2 minutes or 10 minutes or I don't know, maybe I'll just stay in here for half an hour. You're going to distract yourself from the true joy you could have had. Keep yourself centered on what you wanted to do and the possibilities within what you wanted to do. Leave this person to what they wanted to do and just kind of like, hey, maybe next time. And just let that go. Because I see them going a different direction. This person, they are a little bit all over the place, and I feel like you can relate to that. Like, yeah, sometimes I am too. But it's not compatible. You may think similarly, but the direction of life it's not working. Their direction in life and your direction in life they're not linking up correctly. You may be able to understand each other and think similarly, but I feel like what actually plays out in life is different. It's like this is a person who, one person is very corporate and they have no kids. The other person has like 5 kids and has a lot of things going on with that. There's just, priorities are different. Nobody's bad, nobody's wrong. Nothing is better than the other. It's just different, totally different lives is the best way I can describe it. They're just not linking up. It's just not linking, priorities are not linking up. They're going to continue down their road and doing what they need to do. Does this include Gemini at all? When they continue down their road, does that include Gemini at all? The ones that are going to be connecting to this reading. Magician, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. A lot of communication. Communication can go well. The Magician is, if you really want it to, it can. It's going to take work. But I'm more, when I see the Ace of Swords, I feel like this can be a positive connection where we can stay in contact and talk about things, about what we're doing, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. Like, if you really want it to merge together, if you want that to merge together, it's going to take some work, but yes, you can do it. It's going to take, but the Magician coming in, it's going to take active thought on both sides, and both sides agreeing that that's what they want to do. So if this is a friendship or some other type of connection, as long as you both want that to happen, it can happen, but it has to be dedicated, kind of like, all right, we got to like move possibilities together and make sure that all the possibilities we're considering are going together or meeting in the common ground, that we're not considering possibilities outside of this. Because the more we consider our possibilities in the outside of the common ground, the less likely this is going to work. So we both have to be dedicated to staying within certain boundaries if that's what we want. Can do it, but the question is, do you really want to? As long as you have that solid thought, that's what I want, that's where we're going to go. There's a lot of left and right. The Tower keeps popping up. Things don't work quite out as well as this person wants it to. But it's all about when new possibilities show up, are we working within the common ground between the two of us, or are we considering everything? And there's a lot of things, if you do the everything, there's a lot of things outside of the common ground, and the more we do stuff outside of the common ground, the less of a connection we have, which is going to be damaging for the connection long term. Make sure this other person is on the same page as you. Do you want this? You're obviously just as important as this other person, because this is the first card out and it came up upside down, Five of Pentacles, which is kind of like I'm either in or I'm out, is kind of how I'm looking at it. I don't feel like I'm left out. I feel like why it came out upside down is saying you're either in it and you're going to stay and you're going to do the common ground, or you're out and it's just not going to happen. There's no wrong answer that I'm feeling. It is a general read, just to be fair. If you decide there's a right and wrong answer, you go forward with the way you need to do it. But it's kind of like you're either in or you're out. And if you're in, you got success that way. If you're out, then you got success that way, but you're going to be out. If you're out, you're out. Halfway will sink the ship. If you don't, it's kind of like you succeed if you're completely out. You're succeeding if you're completely in. You fail if you straddle the line. If you try to play both sides, you'll fail. Because it's too much, and I feel like long term it will just create a crazy amount of discord. I mean, unless you want to make your life completely mad. If that's what you're into. If that's what you're into, you do what you got to do. Anything else with this? Strength, and then the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. If you want success, success is either in or out. You got success one or the other ways. If you do halfway, I feel like that's the fail. I mean, if you want to try to prove it wrong and just make it successful with half and half, I think you'll drive yourself mad, but there might be a way to do it. I do think you'll drive yourself mad trying, though. It's up to you. Anything else? In or out? I keep getting, it's like that's the message. Like for this situation, in or out, after this. Like the first situation we're coming to isn't going to link up correctly. It's after that we got to make the decision in or out. In case I missed that, in case I didn't come across correctly. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.